Hello, everyone. Are we all comfortable and happy after lunch? Oh, that's great. That made me feel really nice. My name is Navdeep Pooni, and I work as an oral health promoter for CLCH. Just to let you know, we are obviously promoting oral health in community. That also means that we are working on prevention. We have dentists treating the dental disease, and we are working on prevention, which I think is important. As you know, prevention is better than cure. So that's what we do. I'll tell you today a little bit more about our service and what we do to improve dental health in the community. We work on several different projects. The main project I'm focusing on at present is I'm working with the refuge families. When I say refuge families, they are women and children, and those women are in refuge groups because of they have experienced domestic violence, physical, emotional, financial, any sort of domestic violence, and they are only women and children, the one few centers I'm visiting. And I'm visiting tri-borough centers. What we do when during our sessions with them, we visit to advise them on best possible way to improve and maintain good health, good oral health. We speak with them, and because of it's important for us, I think, to spend time with them and talk to them how they can prevent. Because of oral health, dental pain is one of the worst pains someone can have. I remember 25 years ago when my mom's tooth was hurting. She was holding her head like this, her tears on the cheek, and I was too young to understand that little tooth in the body can cause so much of pain. So I was just thinking that maybe my mom is exaggerating. She's not dealing with the pain, but with experience of 10 to 12 years now, I understand that it's really bad pain. And we are talking to these families so that they can prevent that among them, and their children could have a better oral health as well. We actually demonstrate brushing to them. We have a big teeth and a big toothbrush, and that toothbrush I think is bigger than my hairbrush, definitely, and that is very much liked by children. So actually we demonstrate you need this much toothpaste, that's how you brush, and they quite enjoy that. And we also with these families discuss relationship of diet with oral health, because that's the main one of the reasons of the dental disease. Then we signpost those families to the dentist, telling them we have got a leaflet with all the dentists printed in the working in the borough, printed in the leaflet. They can go to anywhere they want to, and we always remind them dentists are nice people to see, and the children as well. Practice brushing. This is one of the very important thing we do with those children, because in tri-borough we do visit some of the schools, some of the selected schools where we practice brushing with nursery and mainly reception children. And with these refuge group, I want those children, and my manager also wanted those children to be included as well. What we do, and in the schools we do the same thing with these children in the refuge group, and they all get brushing for life packs. That is a pack with the toothpaste, a brush, and leaflet with information. During my visit, the problems I've identified, first of all, what I've seen was that we work with all sorts of different groups, like we work with children, adults, homeless, and older people. But this was the only group that we haven't had any input from dental side before this. And I've noticed that dental health is very poor. When I say poor dental health, those women experience a lot of pain because they needed intense treatment. And another thing was that those families were moved around every 6 months because of due to their safety issues, and families were not having regular dental checkups because they have got so many issues in their lives, and dental treatment was something dental checkup was not ignored. The families have a long specialist waiting list to see as well, because our specialists are busy, and then, sometimes the waiting list is quite long, and delay in treatment was obviously a strain on the dental waiting list, and also negative impact financially on the system. So what could we do then? I thought about that problem. What can we do to help those families? What was the solution? Few of the things we have come up with was regular oral health sessions to improve and maintain good oral hygiene, and I personally thought that was very important, because of when a child is in pain, they need to see a specialist for a treatment. They need to have sometimes injection in their mouth, and that is something. Personally, I feel it's sad to see a child in that situation, to having the need of that intense treatment, because this is something that can be avoided by this regular dental health sessions, so that we can talk to them what is the best way to look after their mouth and teeth. And we also wanted to develop a protocol to link these families with a specialist dental services, because these families, sometimes I've visited some of the centers that we are visiting them at 5.5 months' time, or just a week before they are due to move, those families. Those families, we don't know a way to put them through, and we have specialist dentists available, but there's no enough time, and there's a time for that family to move. So we have decided to develop a protocol and a link person, so that these families can be linked to specialist dental services without any problems. So implementing these solutions, we could see that it would reduce the need for these families to see the dental treatment, because of this dental disease is something that can be prevented, so they don't have to see, if their oral health is good, they don't have to see the specialist. Build the confidence, as in some studies, there is evidence behind that some of the children are being bullied in schools because of their teeth are black. So for that confidence for those little young lives, less burden and financially as well on NHS. And there will be, I will be the link one. There will be one link person who could advocate, look after those families, and follow up that those families are seen by the specialist. So the next stuff, I have discussed this with my manager, who is present in the audience. Thank you, Katrina. And Katrina was very happy for this project to take head. So we have decided that Katrina thought that having a protocol and someone to lead on this project would be good for those families, and it will be good for, it will be something new for our service as well. So Katrina is going to have a word with our service manager, and we are working on a protocol at the moment. And yes, this will be the ongoing work that we'll be doing. I think that is about it. Any questions do you want to ask me? You don't have to. Because these families are tri-borough, so we'll have one person in each borough to make it easier for those families to visit. And yes, and if those families are moved within the borough, they can see the other person in the different borough nearer to them. So that will be the protocol for women as well as children.
So is that Hammersmith and Fulham, Kensington and Chelsea and Westminster?
That's right. We have not gone up to Barnet yet.
Is there a plan to?
Yes, if they have got a link, we will hopefully develop it in Barnet as well, because that's our part. But at the moment, we are working just with these, because we have just started working with these families 6 months ago, so not long ago.
Do you stay in contact with each other, the tri-boroughs, with this service? Are you all in contact or have regular meetings? You know, Westminster, Hammersmith and Fulham and Kensington and Chelsea about this new service? Or is it just your service that have, what service, your borough that's launched it?
You meant to say that we are we in touch with?
You're saying it's going out within the 3 boroughs?
Yes, yes, we are working.
So do you all have you all had a meeting together to?
Thank you so much. I think that's a very good point. But what we do at the moment is that if we have started with Hammersmith and Fulham, no, KNC, they have put us through to Hammersmith and Fulham. They had put us through to Westminster. But it would be a nice, it's nice to have a meeting with all of them and to discuss what else can we do to help these families.